Susie, as always, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Uh, Sheila Williams, thank you for what you're doing. That's such a big deal. I really appreciate it. Hi to all the people that are on the panel today. And we're going to get started. It's 4 o'clock. I want to welcome everybody here. My name is Marty DeGarmo. I'm 60 years old. I've been online for now 16 years. The first 10 years lost, as most people, you lose money because it's not what they say it's going to be. And about 6 years ago, I did start to learn some skills, learned how to market a little bit, got together with Mike Ellis, who's here tonight, and Dan Street, and we got to the point where we could market. There's two ends of the spectrum. One is you don't have any skills and you can't market, you can't drive traffic, you lose money. Don't. You drive traffic and you start building a team. And what happens is in the beginning, you don't know how to do it. So you can't drive traffic, you can't build a team, you don't build any success, which is really frustrating because you're jumping from one new opportunity to the next, to the next, to the next, and you think there's something wrong with you. And there's nothing wrong with you. The system is not set up for most people to make money. It's just not that way. So as I met up with Dan and Mike, we learned how to market, we shared businesses, we brought people in, we built teams. Then we were on the other end of the spectrum, which is just as painful for us, is you start to make a little money, you start to make some profit, things are looking good. The problem is you can't bring anybody with you because most people are where you were years before. They don't have the skills, they don't know how, and you don't have 10 years to train them, right? So you say, well, I'll just have them do what I'm doing. They're not going to learn that in a week. So here you are now, you can bring the people in, and then can you bring them in faster than they quit? Why are they quitting? They're not making any money. Now, everybody here that's been online more than an hour trying to make money knows it's not that simple. The gurus want to tell you, well, get your mind right. You got to have a big enough why. If you listen to this tape or read this book, you're going to be successful. It sounds good, but it's not true. So about 18 months ago, we were looking for a business that gave a fair opportunity to everybody. You didn't have to be a guru. You didn't have to spend thousands of hours learning some kind of skills how to market, but yet you could build wealth online. Actually, I thought at the time that business probably doesn't exist, which is kind of sad. But thank God it did exist. I ran into Peter and Red here. Red's here tonight. And I saw they were doing something, and I knew them from a business before. And I asked them, what are you doing? And they explained to me what we're going to explain to you tonight, which is a business that everyone has equal footing, equal ground. Everybody has an opportunity. Everyone can be successful. The rest is, it just blew us away. And every month that went by in the last 18 months, I realized it's even better and bigger than I thought it was. And I've never had that in 16 years. I've never seen it, never heard of it. We did meet the CEO. He runs the company from his heart, and he's got one of the biggest hearts of anybody I've ever met. So tonight, Mike Ellis, who's very good at explaining this business much better than me, is going to explain the basic interest of this business, and you'll see why 250,000 people join this business, because they see that vision, they see a chance for anyone and everyone to finally build wealth from home. And here's my friend and business partner, Mike Ellis. Mike, let him have it.
No, thanks, Marty. Appreciate the introduction, and you're right on. OnPassive is the place to be. When we talk about OnPassive, we're really talking about building wealth. Is there a way for you to build wealth online, to build residual walk-away money And that's the question we all have as we come into really any opportunity, especially on passive. And I'm going to answer that question up front. And the answer to that question is, oh yeah, you can make a lot of money with OnPassive, and it can set you free. And then I'm going to go over some things that will show you what Ash Mufareh and his team has done to make that happen for us. Now, Ash Mufareh, he is the brain trust. He is the visionary behind OnPassive. Everything that's made in OnPassive is made in India by his tech team there. They're about 600 strong right now. They have an office in Bangalore. They have an office in Hyderabad. And all the tools of OnPassive are made in India. And OnPassive primarily is it is a product customer-based business. Yes, we have the privilege to be able to come in and participate with Ash and share the profits with Ash. And that really was his goal, was to share the wealth with people. We have that privilege to do it. But Ash has done some really remarkable things. There are things that have never been done online before, online, offline, in business. And because of that, he puts us in a very, very good position to really take care of that bottom line and to live the lifestyle we want to live. Right now, OnPassive is massive. Like Marty said, over the 18 months, it's just gotten bigger and bigger and bigger. It is absolutely massive. It's bigger than anything you could think of today or anything you've ever seen before. And there are a lot of moving parts with OnPassive. I mean, a ton of them. But Ash Mufareh has made it very, very simple for us, those individuals that want to come in and participate with OnPassive. And as we think about OnPassive, there are four things. Once you understand how they work, how they're integrated, how they work together, these concepts will set you free. You will find a way forward to take care of that bottom line. And I just want to go over these 5 concepts very, very quickly, and you're going to get excited about OnPassive and what it can do for you. The first concept, as I listened to Ash 18 months ago, as you come in and start a business with OnPassive, it is a self-funding business. What does that mean? As you come in, you will pay once, you will never go out of pocket again. Now, like Marty, I've been doing this a very, very long time. I've been in a lot of different businesses, and the majority of these businesses, they will suck you dry. If you've been online any amount of time, you know what I'm talking about. And usually what happens after 3 months, 6 months, a year, people just quit, and they quit because they're throwing out a lot of money, but they're not making any money. And you really have to, I mean, if you're going to be in business, you have to cash flow. And with OnPassive, you will come in, you will pay once, you will never go out of pocket again. You won't have to reach into that pocket and continually give OnPassive money. That's not who they are. I absolutely love that about OnPassive. The second concept is truly remarkable. And it's very, very simple, but hard. It's hard to really take in because it's never been done before. As you come into OnPassive and start your business, OnPassive, they're going to force you to be successful. And that means they're going to force you to make money. How does that work? Because of the way OnPassive is structured, it is a totally automated system. And OnPassive is going to bring in customers for you, put them under you, and we get paid off of volume. And this is how OnPassive is going to force you to be successful. As you come into OnPassive, there is no way you cannot make money. You will make money. This is one of the things that Ash, when he explained what he was doing for people with his system with OnPassive, I was just blown away. Because like Marty said, it was really, really hard for us to bring people in and have them be successful. With OnPassive, that problem is solved. We know that as people come into OnPassive, they will be successful. They will make money. Absolutely awesome. The next concept was the traffic side of OnPassive. And if you can't get good qualified eyes in front of what you're doing, have them come in, love it, join, and buy, you don't have a company. You have to be able to get eyes in front of what you're doing. You have to be able to drive traffic. And as I look at OnPassive and the and the kind of traffic they drive, they are better than anybody we've ever seen online. And Marty, Dan, and I, we're pretty good at driving traffic. We know how to do it. But when we saw what OnPassive was doing, we were just blown away because they do it so much better than we do it or anybody else we've ever seen. And I want to give you a quick example of the kind of traffic that OnPassive is going to be driving for all of us. About 5-6 months ago, OnPassive decided to turn up the traffic and test their traffic sources. So they just cranked it up. And their goal was to bring in 1 million opt-ins. They did not put a time frame on it, and they just let it ride. And in 4 days, they brought in 1 million opt-ins, and that was the goal, to bring in 1 million opt-ins. They brought in 1 million opt-ins in 4 days. Now, if you know anything about traffic, if you've been in business offline, online, and tried to get people in to look at what you have, it's a very, very hard thing to do. OnPassive makes this look like child's play. That's how good they are. And here's the caveat. OnPassive, AI IT company, artificial intelligence, informational technology company, okay? Artificial intelligence is one of the big things in OnPassive. When they drove their traffic 5-6 months ago, they did not use their artificial intelligence. And when you put the artificial intelligence together with the traffic source, I believe you could bring in that 1 million opt-ins in, instead of 4 days, 2 days, or 1 day, or 12 hours. And when you extrapolate that out over a year, the amount of traffic that OnPassive is going to be bringing in for us is massive. I don't know what the number is. You can run the numbers after this webinar. It's huge. It's absolutely huge. And I want you to keep that in the back of your mind, the sheer volume that OnPassive is going to be bringing to us to build our business. It really does make a difference. It makes all the difference in the world. It makes everything that I'm talking about work. And OnPassive, they are the best of the best at bringing in traffic. The last concept is the customer side of OnPassive, and it really is as important as all of it. If you don't have customers, obviously you don't have a business. But OnPassive, as customers come in and use the tools of OnPassive, and these tools are proprietary, they're built from the ground up, they're cutting edge, they are the best of the best, they are built by the technicians in Bangalore. These ladies and gentlemen, they are the best of the best. They are so bright. We're so blessed to have them building the tools of OnPassive because they make this so easy. But customers, as they come in and use the tools of OnPassive, they will never leave. These tools are so good, they will never leave. And they won't leave for a couple of reasons. Number one, the tools that they're going to be using of OnPassive, it makes their job easier. Boom. I'm going to use it. It makes my job easier. I'm going to use it. But it also increases their bottom line. Those two things alone, absolutely phenomenal. And the people that will be using the tools of OnPassive really will be worldwide. It will be business and it will be personal use. Our market right now is about 4.6 billion people. Our market is K through 12. It's college, it's small, medium, large business, it's government, it's personal use. And as these individuals come in and use the tools of OnPassive, because they are superior, they will never leave. Now, OnPassive initially started out with the automated marketing platform, and that has all the tools that we market with in one platform under one umbrella. And it could be a server, it could be a domain name, it could be a page builder, funnel builder, it could be a communication module, it could be traffic. All the tools that we use are in this automated marketing platform to market online. You can even bring another company onto the automated marketing platform and have OnPassive drive traffic for that company. It's a really, really cool thing what Ash has done. That's one module. There are 50 products of OnPassive right in there. All of these products are top line, cutting edge technology. It is brand new technology. And that's why when individuals come in, they will never leave. If you look at these 4 concepts, self-funding, forced to be successful, traffic, customers, and then you keep volume in the back of your mind, OnPassive and Ash Mufareh has created a totally 100% automated business that we can come into, participate, and then let OnPassive do what they do, build our business, and stack customers underneath us to get that residual walkaway money that we're all looking for. So how do we all come into OnPassive? Today there is a position, it is a founder position. It is a $97 position. What this does, it locks you into the company of OnPassive, and it locks you into the pay structure of OnPassive. That's really, really important. That's what the $97 does. Now, it also gives you the ability, if you are a builder, you do not have to do this. Again, OnPassive is 100% automated. But if you are a builder and you want to share OnPassive with other people and build a team underneath you, you can do that. OnPassive is scheduled to launch this year, 2020, and between now and the launch of OnPassive, you can build a team. Now, again, you do not have to do that, but we do have builders that come in and they want to build a team, and you can absolutely do that. Now, as OnPassive launches to the world, again, it's scheduled to launch this year, 2020, we will all come in as customers. As we come into OnPassive as a customer, we will pay a fee, that is a monthly fee. We will pay that. We will go in the back office, click a button, and become independent resellers of the IT product. That's really, really important. That's when OnPassive can pay us through their pay structure. Now, the fee that we pay, yes, it is a monthly fee. You will pay it once. You will never go out of pocket again. You will pay the monthly fee with the proceeds that we make with OnPassive as they launch to the world, because of the sheer volume they're going to be doing. The founding members of OnPassive, you are in such a great position, not only to be able to pay that monthly fee, but to get that residual walkaway income that we're all looking for. So as we look at OnPassive, they've launched to the world. I'd love to talk to you about the pay structure. I really would. As I've looked at it, it is better than anything I've seen. Marty and I talked about it earlier today. There is so much money in the pay structure of OnPassive. It's just, it's unbelievable. But Ash Mufareh will not let us talk about the pay structure yet. It is proprietary. He does not want that to go out over the internet. He doesn't want people to see it yet. But I can tell you it is extraordinary. And here's how we're going to get paid. I've already touched on it a little bit. But let's say you're a salesperson and you go out and you make 6 sales. You are going to get a commission for those sales. With OnPassive, it works kind of the same way, except instead of you making the sales, OnPassive is going to go over to the automated marketing platform. They're going to take a tool out, and that tool is traffic. They're going to drive traffic and massive traffic. They're going to put those customers underneath us, and we get paid off of that volume. And the volume is going to be staggering. But that's kind of how the pay system works. As we get closer to the launch, Ash is going to open that up so we can show everybody the pay structure. I can tell you flat out, you will not be disappointed. It is going to change lives around the world. And we have a worldwide audience, even on this webinar today. It is going to change lives in ways you probably haven't thought about. It's some really, really cool stuff that's going to be happening as we launch to the world. So as we look at OnPassive, I want to stick with the theme of volume, because it's so important to us as individuals participating with OnPassive. And I want to take one tool out of the 50 tools that OnPassive has developed. And that tool is a webinar service, webinar platform. And this webinar platform is in the communication module. The communication module will blow your mind, but I'm just going to talk about one product. We are doing a webinar today with Zoom, and Zoom is one of the big dogs on the block. About 200 million people come into Zoom and do a Zoom every single day. They are massive. Their value is in the over $100 billion. And when I talk about the Zoom webinar, and then I bring in the OnPassive webinar, the Zoom webinar is old technology. I mean, really old technology. And what they've done is they've taken it, they put it in a package, they put a bow on it, and they put it out there as if it were new. And when you talk about the Zoom webinar and the OnPassive webinar, there is no comparison. I mean, none. I'm almost embarrassed to use the OnPassive webinar and Zoom webinar in the same sentence. That's how much better the OnPassive webinar service is. And I believe in the course of a year that the OnPassive webinar service, and this is one product again, will take away the majority of the market from Zoom. And we're talking about tens of millions of people coming in from Zoom into the OnPassive webinar platform. I believe just this one tool, if we launched with a webinar service and that's all we had, at the end of the year, we would be a unicorn company, and that's a company that has a value of $1 billion. And you have to remember, there are 24 other webinar platforms online that are built just like Zoom. They're just not that good. And we are going to take market share from all of them. And in 1 year, with one product, we would be a unicorn company, a company worth with a value of $1 billion. Okay. Now we add the other 49 products of OnPassive, all of them as good as the webinar service of OnPassive, cutting edge, proprietary, built from the ground up, best of the best. OnPassive, day one when it launches, and we already know this is going to happen. Day one, when OnPassive launches, they will be a unicorn company, a company that has a value over $1 billion. I talk about the webinar platform to again stress the volume that's going to be coming into OnPassive. And all of these customers that are coming into OnPassive, where do they go? They go under the individuals that are participating with OnPassive. You and I, founding members, becoming independent resellers of the IT product. And this will be tens of millions of people from one product coming in underneath us. And what do you think that does to your bottom line? If you don't know, I'll tell you. You're going to be set. It does. When you think about all the products of OnPassive and the sheer volume of customers coming into OnPassive, and I can't talk about the numbers that I believe will come in the first year. Ash doesn't want us to do that. And we like to keep Ash happy. It's a lot. It's a lot. So as we look at the volume of OnPassive, it's going to be impressive, and it's going to really benefit all of us that have come in and become not only founders, but independent resellers of the IT products of OnPassive. I want to talk about one more thing before I turn it back over to Marty. And it really shows the genius behind Ash Mufareh and his team in India. I believe as OnPassive launches, the majority of the people that come into OnPassive will be customers. I think 80% of them will be customers. Again, they're going to be going under us. And these customers are going to come in, and they're going to come in again because the tools are superior. It makes their job easier, and it makes their bottom line better. And this 80% will come in, and they have no problem paying a monthly fee because they have a pretty good budget right now. Again, whether it's K through 12, college, small, medium, large business, they have a good budget. They can pay for these tools, and they have no problem doing that. And they will pay the monthly fee. Now, what does that do for you and I? This is where the residual income comes in. These individuals will come in, they'll love the products, and they'll pay the monthly fee. That makes our income a residual income, a walk-away income. And that income will continue to grow over the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years because our market is so massive. But here's the genius behind what Ash has done. There's another 20% out there. Maybe it's 20%, maybe it's 15%. We'll see. But these individuals, it's a little different. With them, they're on a really, really tight budget, and they're always worried about paying next month's fee. And they're going to come in, they're going to pay the fee, they're going to use the tools, they're absolutely going to love them, and they're going to want to continue to use them. But again, they're always worried about next month. Here's what Ash has done. As they come in and pay the monthly fee, over time, the cost of that fee will go down. Over time, the cost of that fee will be zero. Over time, Ash Mufareh, OnPassive, will pay them to use the tools. Now, when that registers, it's revolutionary. It's never been done before. If you can find a company that does that with any customers, you need to jump in. There is no other company. It is OnPassive. And because of these individuals are coming in, I believe when OnPassive starts paying them to use the tools, they're going to start making more money than they did with, say, the company that they brought on onto the automated marketing platform for OnPassive to drive traffic for them. They're going to boot that, and they're going to come in OnPassive full time and work OnPassive. This is truly extraordinary. When you think about OnPassive, yes, there are a lot of moving parts, and I always recommend as people come in to continue to explore OnPassive. Believe me, it just gets better and better and better. But keep it simple. Keep it to those 4 points: self-funding, forced to be successful, traffic, customer as royalty, and then keep volume in the back of your mind. You will have found a home. And it really is what Ash Mufareh wanted to do as he started OnPassive. Take the 97% that come online and fail, turn that number around, and make it 97% of the people that come online succeed. And he not only wanted to do that, but he put a concept in there: we are going to force you to succeed. This is OnPassive. Keep it simple, continue to explore, and come on in, pay the $97 and lock your position on OnPassive. You will be in such a great position to take care of those financial needs that we all have and get to a place where you don't worry about finances, and literally you can live the lifestyle you want to live wherever you are in the world. And if you don't like where you're at, you can move. This is OnPassive. It was built for you and I. It is a reality today, and we are getting very, very close to the launch of OnPassive. That window is closing, so don't wait too long. Marty, I'm going to turn it back over to you. You take it wherever you like. Go ahead, Marty.
All I can say is boom, Mike, boom.
Boom, baby.
Boom, baby. That was very good. Yeah, I mean, what more do you need? Good night, everybody. No, I'm just kidding. Now we'll go a little bit longer here. I want to get to, we have a couple speakers tonight, and I'm going to get to Red also, but I'd like to get to Trevor Peters because it looks like he's on the road, so I don't want him to wreck his car. Trevor, give us your insight on OnPassive.
Wow, Mike, that was absolutely stellar. And by the way, I'm pulled over off the side of the road at my next customer's driveway, so we're all set. Saying that, I am a full-time business owner myself. I own and run a carpet cleaning business, and when OnPassive came to me about 2 years ago, I found it to be the absolute answer to everything. We didn't even have a name back then, but it sparked something in my mind. And the way that this gentleman, Ash Mufareh, was expressing to all of us what his true vision and heart was, I mean, I knew at that point there was no way that I could mess this up like I'd done previously before in other things, or they messed up, or it was all messed up. And you can't mess up with this. This is absolutely genius. It's amazing. It's all 100% done for you. You can't go wrong with OnPassive. So that's really all I've got to say. Everyone, Marty, I'm going to pass it back over to you because I got to go. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, Trevor. Thank you very much. That was very good. Very, very good. Hey, Red, what do you got for question and answers or any input you have, because you are the old man in the company?
Just a couple of, yeah, I feel like old today, I tell you. Just a couple of question and answers. Somebody said, I hear there is a similar platform being developed, but the same as OnPassive out there at the moment. And does Ash know about this? I'm sure Ash will know about everything that's going out online at the moment. My advice to you is don't worry about it at all, because there'll be absolutely nothing like OnPassive out there. Even if it is a platform of some sort, it won't be like OnPassive. For a start, they won't have the proprietary products that we are going to be using. They'll only be using other people's stuff anyway. So don't worry about that. Another question was, are these live Zooms and webinars carrying on all the way through November? And the answer to that is yes, it is. They'll be carrying on for as long as there is founder positions available. So until we're told that they've finished, we'll be carrying on with them to grow your teams. Somebody's asked, let me just say, are the founder positions just for 1 year? Yes, they are. After the year, as long as your founder position is active, you'll be offered a renewal of that founder's position. But obviously the active part is you paying the monthly subscription to keep it active. As far as myself is concerned, I joined all the way back in September of 18, a lifetime ago, when it was just a little seed. And the one thing I will say to everybody who is watching this and listening to it right now, when we first joined, like same as Trevor, there was no name. It was just a vision of Ash. We had two webinars we could share with the public to give his vision, and that's what it was. It was an idea and a vision. Everything was worked off in those days on an Excel spreadsheet. You had to physically ring or text Ash to say that the payment has been sent, to add into the Excel spreadsheet. But during all of this period of time, what Ash said was part of his vision was to have a back office for all the founders. Now, over time, we ended up getting a back office. It's called the GoFounders back office. This has actually been changed now, I think, 5 times in the last two and a half years that I know of, continually upgraded. He also said that we would have our own bespoke links that we could use to share to people that have our name on it, that has videos on it, that has all of the text and pictures. And these are individual to now over 253,000 people. Can you imagine what that is to just design that in its first place? And everybody has 163 different links now that they can share. There's other tools and services that Ash said we would be having. They are there in our back office and we are using them now. The guy has always been upfront. OnPassive is built for us, like Mike said. It is for the 97% who have tried and failed online, usually through no fault of their own, usually because someone runs off your money or the company folds. This is the ideal opportunity for everybody. If you're not a marketer, if you're not a recruiter, it's absolutely perfect for you because it's 100% automated. If you're a businessman or you have your own business, again, this is the perfect company for you to use because you can actually market your own business through it as long as it is approved by the company. So it's an absolute winner for everybody who is online. Ash Mufaro once said, everybody will have a reason to come to OnPassive, whether they come for the communication, whether they come for the tools, products and services, or whether they just come for the money. Everybody will have a reason to come to OnPassive. And this is so true, and we are seeing it now. Thanks very much, Martin.
Thanks, Fred. Thank you very much. A couple things to keep in mind. Remember, and don't forget this part of it's very important. It's automated, automated, automated. You can set it and forget it, okay? It's all done for you. You pay the company to build wealth for you. You pay them every month, and you think you only have to pay one time out of pocket. All of the other times you pay them, it comes from the profit that the company generated for you. Anybody that falls under you as a customer, a reseller, or a founder, any way they get there, whether it was from your effort, a company effort, my effort, Marina's effort, Dan, everybody here, if they fall under you, you get paid. And you can get paid instantly. It's unbelievable. Everything that you've hated about any business online has been fixed with OnPassive. It has been adjusted and made better. That's part of the reason I love it. I'm going to turn this over to Marina. She is a powerhouse from South Africa, and she has a guest here today. So I'd like to turn it over to Marina. Marina, whatever you have to say, and then you can introduce your guest. And let us have it.
All right. Awesome. Can you hear me? Can you see me?
We can hear you
Great.
and see you.
Excellent. Hello, Africa. Hello, world, as I say. I'm so fired up and really excited to be here tonight. You know, each week of us approaching our soft launch and coming towards the end of the year. I mean, a friend of mine's here tonight for dinner, and she was saying, I can't believe it. There's already Christmas decorations in the store. And that just shows you, you know, at the blink of an eye, December's going to be upon us, and launch is going to be here. So I just urge everybody to get in now while you can. So yeah, I just had to share that with you. Talking about my friend Kim, I've been bugging her literally for almost a year, and she finally signed up last week, or 2 weeks ago, I should say. And you know, she's finally watching a webinar tonight. I've got it on the big screen. And I'm just so delighted that finally she's seen the light, she's seen you people talk, you know, coming from a friend who has been in this business and that business. Is like your trust starts dwindling away because everything we tried and failed at, you know, people look at us and think, oh no, not another one. So yes, I'm really delighted that she's seen everyone else speaking here tonight, and it's not just me convincing her, and she's quite convinced that she's made the right decision. Just to touch on a few things before I bring our guest on. Firstly, I want to welcome the new guests. I see there's a lot of new names that I've never seen before. Fantastic. I'm so glad that you made it here. And a huge thank you to our sign language lady, Taylor. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing the name correctly, but you did an awesome job. Yeah, really, really fantastic. Triller, that's it. Really, really fantastic. I've been wanting to do that or get hold of someone to do that for a while now. I joined OnPassive about a year ago, September the 30th. So I'm a year after Red, and when I joined, there was only around about, well, I say only, some of you say only, that's miles away from when I joined, when there were 2,500. There were about 40,000 founding members. And I just checked just now, we on 254,124 members. In the last 5 minutes, we have had founders from Zimbabwe, or a founder from Zimbabwe, Portugal, Switzerland, India, and the Netherlands join. We're literally having a new founding member sign up every minute, about 1,440 members a day, and it's just increasing. Excuse me. Currently, OnPassive is valued, as Mark mentioned, we will be a unicorn company at launch, but we're currently valued at $3 billion, $3 billion US dollars, and this is prior to launch. I mean, we haven't even launched yet, and that's just incredible. Another thing I want to touch base on is CATMO. You know, when you sign up as a founder, or you might have seen it, everyone's got CATMO as a signature almost now. CATMO means, it's the 4 pillars of OnPassive, and that's what OnPassive is built around, is complete digital solution, the C. The A stands for automation, artificial intelligence. The T is for targeted traffic. The M is for money, lots of it. And the O is everything OnPassive. Well, the MO is money, but O, I just say, is everything OnPassive. You know, we've got 50 products under one umbrella. They're all unique and designed from the ground up. You cannot go wrong with OnPassive. But I'm going to stop babbling because, as I say, I always get excited and I could go on and on and on. But I'm so excited to welcome our special guest speaker tonight, Olabisi Kadejo, originally from Nigeria, but currently resides in the UK, sorry. And she joined last week webinar, Thursday, so not even 2 weeks ago, and she is signing up people like a machine. So welcome to Ola, that's what we call her, from the UK. Over to you, sweetie. Please turn your video on and unmute yourself. We cannot wait to hear your why and what you think about OnPassive.
All right. Hi, everybody. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are listening to us this night. I really don't know what to say, but what I want to say is that I thank God for bringing me onto this amazing company, because it wasn't intentional. Left for me alone, it wasn't intentional. And I keep hearing Martin voice all the time. Martin voice is always speaking. The first time I heard his voice, it was just by mistake. I was on YouTube, and OnPassive just came up. And I was like, what's Marty talking about? When I listened for about 5 minutes, I just said, no, it's not for me. I think that was way back in October, July or August. I can't remember precisely. I said, that's not for me. I just tuned it off. After a while, maybe about weeks later, OnPassive again, the webinar came up. I was like, what is going on with this company? I'm not interested. I switched it off. I went on to another thing. I never looked at it twice or thrice again. So on the 10th of this month, the same webinar came again, not the same one, a different one again, but with the same panel. And I saw it and I was like, not again. When I was about to switch it off, to change it to another thing on YouTube, I heard a voice said, listen. And I said, listen. I listened. I sat back and listened to the whole webinar, and I was like, okay, IT, not my own thing, because I'm not into IT. I don't know anything about IT. I'm struggling with IT, so it's not for me. So when I listened, I heard Hash, CEO, and I said, okay, who is this Hash? I looked him up. It was on Facebook. There was nothing much I could say. Then I saw Marina's name. I was like, Marina from South Africa. I said, okay, this is part of me. I can deal with this. And I sent her a message that contact me. I really need to know, even though I've listened to this webinar just by chance. I was not introduced to it by anybody. I mean, it's just a thing of, bless, God really want me to do this. So I said, just give me a little bit about this and what it takes, because I'm a network marketer, but I'm into product selling. I'm with Juice Plus, and I said, I don't know anything about IT. And I was expecting her to reply me immediately, but unfortunately, she didn't get back to me until the third day, when I was about losing hope. So when she came on, when I saw her replied, I immediately replied that yes, I really want to know about this. What's going on with this OnPassive? Then she let me in on it, and she said, it's amazing. I said, yes, I've listened to it throughout that day that I looked up Ash Mafara on Facebook. And when I didn't get anything, I just said, okay, maybe it's not really meant for me. But when Marina now explained everything to me, and she said, she's still learning. I said, this is way out of my league. I don't know anything about technology, IT. I'm not in that field. But she said, just walk alone. But the thing that really got me more interested was the fact that you ain't gonna do nothing. I mean, you come on board, it's going to be automated. I'm not gonna be doing looking for the customers. The automation will do everything. I said, wow, I like this, because it's gonna take a huge burden off my shoulder. I don't want to add another thing until the one I'm already doing. So I was like, okay, I can do this. And she now let me in. It's 79, which is about 80 pounds here. And I said, I really want to register. So on the 15th, I got myself registered. So when I got myself registered, and I've promised myself one thing, that anything I'm doing, because I walk around my kids. I'm a single mother with 3 kids, and 3 of them are doing so much that I really want to be there, bring them up in the way that, okay, I know every little thing, even though I might not get everything that they are doing, but at least I'm there to support them all the way. And because of my boys, they are into basketball, and they're always thinking, Mom, I'm going to America. I'm going to America for my basketball. I was like, oh God, I keep asking God. I don't know anything about this, but please, God, help me. So when she now explained to me that, I mean, it's going to be residual income, it's going to be everything, I was like, yes, this is what I want. And I asked that, the next question was that, Marina, please, there's something I want to beg you of. Can I register my kids? And she said, yes, how would the thing? I said, well, my daughter, she's going to be 17. My boys, they are twins. They're going to be 15, but we can register them because I got them on other things that I really want them to do because it has to do with American thing. And when they hear that, because they knew they were going there, whether I like it or not, they told me that is where they are going. But I don't have the money for it. So with OnPassive has given me the edge that, okay, yes, I've got money when I do OnPassive, when I join them, and when they are there too, we'll raise money, we'll get money from there, and they will be able to go to America for their basketball. So I was like, and she said, yes, if the authority here, I said, yes, the authority here, because they are 15, sooner or later, 16, they will be adults next year. And she said, yeah, and I got them registered. And I just want to say to anybody out there, like she said, I've been registering like machine, because the CEO said he established this, he brought this down because it's got a big heart for everybody, which really blew my mind. And there was this webinar I was listening to that says no high-tech company has ever done this, asking people to be founders. I've never heard it. I've never heard it in my life. In my 5 decades on earth, I've never heard it. I said, this is a golden opportunity that he really wants to help. I heard him saying it on Thursday that he's there to help anybody that is not from the rich, somebody from those who are even struggling to put food on their table. That the moment they come in, that will be a thing of the past. And that breaks my heart. That if he could do this, I will go out of my way. I've got some people that I'm working with in other businesses that I'm doing, that when I tell them, right, they will want to come on board because they know I will not put them in a situation whereby they're going to lose. We've been going for so long, and it will not be this one that will not want to share, because we are coming on board as a founder. That blew my mind away. I've never, ever in my 53 years on this earth to hear that. And when I heard that, I was like, I will not wait to preach. I will be an evangelist for Ash. He should forget about any other person, but I'm going to take this throughout the whole world. I'm going to preach it to whoever can listen to me. And just come on board, because this is amazing. He's an amazing man that I've never seen his kind on earth, and which every day I keep praying for him that, look, if he can do this and this come to pass, and people that doesn't even have anything, they don't have hope, that they've been trying to make ends meet. Somebody said some people in Africa, when they come on passive, they will become millionaire. It gladdens my heart that, my God, this is really happening while I'm alive. I cannot be more thankful. And I just want to say to everybody, come on board. It costs us nothing. From my own end, it costs me nothing. Bring yourself, if you have, kids like myself, that I can't do anything out of the bubbles of my kids. I take them everywhere I go, because I really need this financial freedom to take them to wherever they want to go. As a parent, I want to take them there. I want to be there for them. I want to support them. I don't want a situation whereby I will be at work, I will be calling somebody, can you help me pick my boys from their basketball place? Or if they have to go from Manchester, where I am, to another place, I'll be looking for people to do that. I don't want to do that. I want to be there for them. I want to be, at least let them have, even if it is not 50% of me in their memory, let them have 40 that, oh, she's always there. Olabisi is always there. She's our beck and call woman. And that is what I want. And that is what I am seeing OnPassive, Ash giving on to me, myself, and my kids. He has turned everything, all my worries, even without launching, he has turned everything, because I can feel where he's taking us. And please come on board, join. It costs us nothing to be part of this. I can see there's future in this. All right, so that's all I can say. Thank you, Marina. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Marty. Thank you, Michael. I thank you all for having me to share my part of the story. Thank you so much.
Well, you've got me jumping out of my chair. I'm so excited listening to you. Really, you are such an inspiration. And you know,
Oh,
your story,
thank you.
it really runs true to heart for so many people. There are so many single parents out there, or even just parents that are struggling. You know, today you cannot live on just one income. You have to have two incomes in order just to pay your regular bills and to get by for the month. But what I can say is that by the time your kids are ready, your boys are ready to go to USA for their basketball, they're going to be flying in business class, girl. They're going to be wearing the best sneakers because OnPassive is going to make your dream and their dreams come true. And not just your immediate family, but your extended family and then your community. Because Ash once is one person at a time, one step at a time, and one project at a time. OnPassive and the community that we have, we will turn poverty into prosperity. And I just thank you for your energy, for your love, for your passion. You know, I just wish that everyone could see the light. You just want to go over and knock them over the head to say, just understand that this is you're in the right place. You got it like that. And, you know, sometimes it takes others a little while longer, which is fine. But what I say is join now before the price increases, because we're going into soft launch really soon, within the next week or two, I would say. I'm not sure. We don't have a set date. But once we go into soft launch, the price is going to be $149. So save the $53 that you can now. Get in now. And if you're not happy, you've literally got a lifetime money back guarantee. In the NDA, it says 30 days, but Ash says if you are not happy, you want a divorce, then the marriage is over. He'll give you your money back. He'll give you what you came in with. I don't see why anyone would want a refund. There have been people that have requested refunds, some for financial purposes due to COVID because they really needed the money just to survive, but they'll come back when things are better. But I really, really urge you, and thank you so much to Trevor, you know, with your story as well. You've been there from the beginning, and it's so encouraging to see there you are working, you're going to appointments, but yet you still find time. All you need to do is think positively about OnPassive. Just click, go visit the OnPassive website, the blog. There's so much wonderful content. Really, really great. I see Trevor's back here. Really great content. If you don't know anything, like Ola was saying, she didn't understand IT, neither did I. You start learning because you get this hunger for knowledge when you're in OnPassive. You want to know exactly what have you gotten into, what is this company offering, and the more you watch the webinars, the more you read the blogs, the more you attend our private webinars on a Thursday. I mean, it's just bigger and bigger and bigger, as Mike says. And, you know, one of my favorite quotes is, every day I'm getting stronger, better and better. Every day I'm getting stronger and stronger. And I believe that each one of us, as a member of OnPassive, as a founder of OnPassive, is doing exactly that with the company, because every day they're forever learning, forever growing, and OnPassive will never come to a dead end and say, well, what now? What's next? They are continuously innovating and creating and designing and coming up with new products. So we are going to be leaders in the IT sector for generations to come. And you are going to be able to leave a legacy for your loved ones that you can be proud of, because this is just going to get better and better. And you are going to be able to buy the house of your dreams, the car of your dreams, not only for you, but for your family, and then go into the communities and do what you really, really want. Because everyone that I've spoken to anyway, everyone has got a heart to do more than just get out of debt and, you know, get our heads above water. We're wanting to do so much more for the communities, for the orphans, for the underprivileged. And we are going to be that person that is going to change our family tree. We're going to be that person that is going to change the lives of orphans, that's going to give them hope again and give them a reason to wake up and smile and, you know, have fresh running water. We are going to be those people that these people people that have struggled their whole lives are going to thank. And as my other favorite saying is, giving is the most selfish thing you can do because it makes you feel so good. So I always say, I want to be as selfish as possible because I want that feeling. It really is a great feeling. And when you are in a position to give, it just does something to you. It lifts your spirits. It doesn't matter what you give. You know, when you give something, people are always so appreciative and they thank you in ways that you didn't expect, no matter how big or small. And yeah, you're going to get that with OnPassive. So thank you, all of you. There's great attendance here this evening, and just jump in, take that risk. He who risks nothing is nothing and becomes nothing. Do it, get in now before the 149 price increase. You really have nothing to lose. Low risk and such high reward. Thank you so much. Back to you, Marty.
Fantastic. That's why I'm in OnPassive. Very good story. Thank you very much. Yeah, you could buy the best sneakers for your boys, that's for sure. I don't know about basketball, but anyway. Thanks, everybody. Dan, do you have anything to add? I don't know how we could add anything to what we've heard, but I'm sure you have something.
Well, I think the only thing I'd add to this amazing Zoom today is the fact that for all you new people out there that are considering getting into OnPassive, we do these global Zooms all over the world every day. I mean, it isn't just Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Yeah, we have them going. Marina has them going in South Africa. Red had one yesterday in the United Kingdom, all over Europe, and we got on it and we support one another. So it's contagious. This company has just got a contagious atmosphere where all the founders are so excited about what's about to happen. It's just amazing. And what's exciting for me also is, you will experience this too if you decide to jump in, is the fact that we are developing relationships with some wonderful people all over the world. Marina, Red, all of the Peter Rogers and all of the people that we have relationships with all over the world. David in Papua New Guinea, he's taken that country by storm, and it's a little dot in the Pacific Ocean. And we have just a wonderful relationship with this guy. So it's very exciting, and to see the progress of OnPassive over the 18 months that I've been in this business has been unbelievable. The value, and Ash talks about this, the value of this company has gone through the roof. It started as a marketing platform, and now it's a total business solution for everything you'd ever want to do online. So think about that, and think about just getting I think you've gotten a full appreciation about everything that OnPassive has to offer. But let me tell you something, all of us here only know about 20 or 30% of the real deal. And it just keeps getting better and better and better. So this company will go viral instantly. Once it launches, it'll go viral to the world, to hundreds of millions of people. And you can be a part of that. So $97 is a pretty good deal for that. So thanks, that's all I have.
Thanks, Dan. And keep in mind, you're going to know about OnPassive. You could be a bystander or you could be a founder. Founder makes a lot more money. And if you give up this position and you decide not to be a founder, it'll never come around again. Never, ever. When this closes and they launch, no one that isn't a founder can be one ever again. So it's a big thing to let pass by. Get the information. If you didn't get enough tonight, get back to the person that brought you here. We have these, like Dan said, now you can find them anywhere, every day of the week. We have this one every Tuesday. We have one every Saturday at 4 o'clock, same time. And hear stories from different people, the people that got in, what their why was, why they got in, what's the difference. And I can tell you from 18, 17 years experience, there is nothing out there like this. If you're online to make money and build wealth, you found a home. Get the information. Nobody's going to pressure you. We don't need to. If it's that good, nobody needs to sell you on it. Anyway, thank you very much. Thanks, everybody here. Have a great day. And
Hey, Marty?
Yeah.
Just real quick. Trilla, I want to thank you for coming on and signing. That's absolutely marvelous. You're part of
Boom.
OnPassive now.
Fantastic job.
Yeah, really good.
Fantastic. That was so good. And yeah, fantastic. All right, I'll see you all. And Trevor, don't forget to do that carpet, man. I'll see you guys next time and get the information. You'll be glad you did. Bye, everybody.